Hey everybody, Jim Powers with the High School Sports Caravan, and football season's upon us. We're in week 1, getting ready for Friday night, and what would it be without a stop over to Oakland Avenue and see the guys with the Junior Bills and their head coach, Gary Kornfeld? And, you know, Gary, it's always great to see you, and you guys are looking to build off some very positive stuff that took place last year.
You know, we played a lot of young kids last year, Jim, and some of those were sophomores, not just juniors. And so we're very pleased with what we have coming back. We have 8 returning starters on the defensive side and 6 on the offensive side. And I've always said anytime you return your quarterback, that is a big key. And we have a great one in Mitch Batchelet, and we're looking forward to seeing what he'll do for us again this year.
You know, Mitch, really grew last year, I think, towards the end of the year, and especially in the Kirkwood game in Week 9, that you guys got a big win on the road to kind of propel you into the playoff run. But talk about him, but he's also got some great toys to work with in the skilled positions.
We're probably as deep as we've ever been around here at the skilled positions, and that's everything. That's our running backs, that's our receivers, that's our tight ends. You know, it can go from Daniel Isom to David Jackson to Tony Adams. You know, we can do a lot of things, and I haven't even mentioned Andrew Clare, who's already been offered by Iowa, and he's just a junior. So we're pretty solid at our skilled spots, and, we lost some offensive linemen, but we had some younger kids that have come up and filled in, and we look forward to seeing them play on Friday night.
Yeah, they did a great job, during the year last year, but your defense really impressed me in the latter stages of the year last year. Talk about some of those kids we're going to hear a lot about.
Yeah, and I hope we're even better there on that side of the ball, because that got us in a little bit of trouble from time to time. But we've moved one of our defensive ends, Jake Sansone, from defensive end into the Mike Backer. And I think that'll solidify our linebacking core. We return all of our secondary kids. And with Tony Adams being back there at free safety, that certainly helps us in that capacity. We've taken Michael Neese, who's a defensive end. We flipped him on the offense side of the ball. But then we've inserted a couple younger kids on the defensive side. So we hope to do very well there. We've got one of our running backs, Nash, going to go ahead and play at the Sandbacker. So we've got a little bit of speed at the linebacker spot.
Yeah, Sansone really impressed me last year. And that's a natural switch going from DN into that Mike position, because it kind of gives him a little bit more room to be able to read and do some different things.
We've been very impressed with him in the preseason, very impressed. He's really done some great things for us in just our practices and scrimmages. And we've been very impressed with his speed. He's really done a lot of work on his foot speed, and he's just a very aggressive young man, understands our defense, and we're looking for big things out of him.
Conference this year, we were just talking a little bit about CBC. I really think that there's going to be a lot of parity in the MCC this year.
There always is. CBC is CBC. The last 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12 years on CBC, but there always has been parity in the last 10, 12 years amongst the rest of us in the MCC. And anytime you go out and you play an MCC game, you got a heck of a battle on your hands, and this year will be no exception.
And your non-conference schedule is really good. Second year in the rotation, you're going to get a vastly improved Hillsboro team again to open up with on Friday night. Then you finish up with Kirkwood, but you get him here on Oakland Avenue this time around.
Yeah, our schedule's always tough, and you insert Lafayette, Parkway South, and when we're playing Lutheran North this year in our second week, which last year we had an open date. And, all those are playoff-type teams. So our schedule's always loaded. But our kids are up to the challenge, and we look forward to it.
Outstanding, Gary. Thanks for taking the time. Good luck Friday night against Hillsboro, and I know we'll see you guys throughout the year.
Thank you, Jim. Look forward to it.
Gary Kornfeld joins us here on the highschoolsportscaravan.com. We'll have the video up later on tonight. Also, because some rain's going to be moving in, we'll have some pictures from one of the practices next week here at SLUH High. For Coach Kornfeld, I'm Jim Powers. Thanks so much for stopping by, highschoolsportscaravan.com.